$5 Games presents Dragon Age Origins. One of the problems of character creation in a story-driven adventure where you have family members is that you might end up making your character look nothing like them. Ah, yes, here is my bald younger brother with a mustache coming out of his nose. Despite this, the plot is still very well thought out, where depending on your race and class, it changes the opening plot to accommodate you. From what I understood, a long time ago, some evil people invaded the celestial realm and polluted it. This transformed them into monster, zombie, goblin, crazy people who have been plaguing and invading this world ever since. An organization known as the Grey Wardens are the best ones known for fighting them back. And lucky for you, they're recruiting, and the crazy people are back. For my origin story, essentially, I'm a son of a nobleman, and his evil vizier friend successfully plotted to overthrow him. However, the Grey Warden recruiter was in town, and for my safe passage, required my conscription. That's right, he was not willing to guarantee my safety out of the generosity of his heart. He required payment in front of a dying man. I guess it was going to be easier to persuade me to join if my father promised him, but it would have been impossible had my father said no. But whatever. It still ended up being a compelling reason to join the Grey Wardens, besides, you know, the end of the world. Gameplay wise, it's an auto-paced action RPG. You issue commands to your characters to go do things, and they go do those things until you give them another command. Party members have a customizable AI that they follow, or you can pause the game and give them individual commands. It becomes a little awkward with keyboard and mouse since attacking requires you to right-click on the enemy, but if you click right next to them, the character will move there and not attack them. This felt important because the red circles around each enemy had a black portion that seemed to indicate their back. And from what I know from other games, attacking from the back is more effective than attacking from the front. But not when you just stand there and don't do anything. You can move forward and backward via the keyboard, but unfortunately A and D rotate the camera instead of strafing. This makes getting to the enemy's back a bit more difficult. And also if you walk, your character stops attacking them and now you have to click on them again. It does make it easy to disengage combat by running away. However, it doesn't seem to work cleanly as I got hit by a sword even though I was clearly too far away. So in that way, it feels a lot more like a real-time turn-based RPG than an action RPG, and that might be a better way to describe the game as a whole. In combat, there are special abilities you can use like stunning them, casting spells, or swapping loadouts if you want to attack from range, and those options depend on your class. I did encounter a few issues with the game. The first is that on a 4K monitor, all of the UI elements are really small, and the subtitles are borderline unreadable. For the opening movie, I didn't even notice the subtitles. In combat, I can't tell what my life is at, which is kind of important when I need to heal my character. The hint system I don't even notice until I'm well past the area when they pop up. I put the graphics on max, but despite this, the front of this character's dress turned into sludge. And then before the trial of joining the Grey Wardens, the game crashed, just outright closed. I tried again and again, multiple times with different settings, and it crashed each time. Eventually, I turned the graphics to low and was then able to proceed. I guess my graphics card can't handle a game over a decade old. So keep that in mind if you choose to go through it. And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining me on this review, and consider picking the game up if you crave an engaging story.